Hey, it's Rob. Welcome to the Everyday Investor, the hottest real estate investment show in the world. That's right, I said it. I don't care who knows it. We've got a fantastic show lined up. We have Nikki Edmonds with us, and we're going to learn how we can make money investing in different investment strategies. And she's a great friend. She actually helps me on the show, actually produces the show. But many of you didn't know that she has, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different investments. We're going to look at that. You want to make sure you got your paper, your pen. We're going to go through the numbers. Remember, when anyone offers you any strategy, you always want to ask the 4 questions. Number 1, what's the return on investment? Number 2, when do I get that return? Number 3, what's the investment amount needed? And number 4, what is the risk? Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
The Everyday Investor has been brought to you by ProFunds Mortgages, Fixed Returns, Real Security. The Real Estate Center Canada, for all your buying, selling, and investing needs. Exteriors, providing you with full-service exterior renovations.
For over 10 years, Strong-Based Interlock and Landscaping has providing professional services to homeowners across the Greater Toronto Area. We are dedicated to ensuring your landscaping resembles the beauty you have envisioned. Our team guarantees competitive prices and the highest level of customer satisfaction through our integrity and commitment to quality landscaping services. For a free estimate on your next project, call us at 416-800-1585 or visit our website at sbinterlock.com. Whatever your interlocking and landscaping needs, you can count on Strong Base.
At Here to Clean, we understand that inviting someone into your home is a big deal. All of our cleaners are carefully vetted to ensure we send the right person to care for your home. We offer a variety of cleaning services to meet our various clients' needs, from small office and vacation rental cleaning, post-renovation and move-in cleaning. We will arrange a team of professionals with the right skill sets to tackle your toughest jobs and get them done right. Email, call, or text us to discuss your unique needs.
Hey there, this is Anthony Maniaci. Here at Maniaci Sobel Altbaum, we're a law firm working for you in all facets of the law. My specialty is working in corporate commercial law and real estate, but we have lawyers that work in all other areas, including litigation and family. Our practice focuses on service with a personal touch, delivering in-depth legal advice and guidance to our clients, treating you as people, not as a number. You can reach us at maniacilaw.com.
Hey, it's Jeff and Mark from Exteriors. Exteriors provides you with full-service exterior renovations, including roofing, siding, aluminum, and eaves troughs. We treat every renovation as if it were our own, guaranteeing impeccable craftsmanship. Exteriors Renovations. Contact us for a free quote.
At High Peaks Custom Homes, we understand that your family is unique, and your home should be too. We are dedicated to understanding your vision and bringing it to life with great attention to detail and expert craftsmanship. Contact us at High Peaks Custom Homes to speak with our design team and start your new home.
Canadian Real Estate Wealth, Canada's leading authority on residential real estate investment, can help you grow your portfolio, build equity, and find the perfect market for your next investment property. Available both online and in print. Canadian Real Estate Wealth is written by investors for investors. Each issue brings proven, practical advice on all aspects of your investor's journey: property management, financing, alternative investing, and so much more. In 2018, when you think ROI, think CREW. Visit CanadianRealEstateMagazine.ca to subscribe today.
The Real Estate Center is one of North America's leading real estate firms, helping everyday people buy, sell, and invest in real estate. By leading with education, we make sure our clients have the know-how and confidence to make informed decisions, allowing them to reach their goals. Through our vast network of experienced advisors, the Real Estate Center is able to provide a full-service experience across the entire country. Whether you're looking for your first home, an income property, or commercial investment, we're here to help. Visit our website at therealestatecenter.com.
Hey, it's Rav. Welcome back to the Everyday Investor. Today we're talking to my good friend, Nicole Edmonds. Nicole, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me, Rav.
That even sounds weird to me, saying Nicole. I call you Nick, Nikki, the Nickster. And I think people know because they watch the credits that you are associate producer on the show, and I thank you so much over the years for doing that. But what's also very exciting, I don't know if I'm supposed to give away age, but you being in your late 20s, started investing in real estate, I don't know, 6, 7 years ago?
I started 4 years ago.
Oh, it's just been 4 years ago.
Yeah,
Okay,
4
so
years
4 years
ago.
ago.
Yeah.
And now I should know this, but how many different investments do you have?
So I am closing on my 16th investment
Are you
in 2
serious?
weeks.
Stop it. I am so sorry that I haven't been more interested. I thought you would have said, because I think just last year when we had you on the show,
Yeah.
I thought we were at like 7 or 8 or something.
Yeah, well, so not all those are properties. So this will be my 10th property, and then I've done some more passive investing.
Well,
as
and that's why we're talking about it on the show, because
Yeah.
there's different strategies you've done, from land banking in Florida to multiplexes to mortgages. Are you in? Did you
Yeah,
lend in mortgages?
I've lended
And
on
so there
lent
you
on
go.
mortgages.
Before we get into that, though, I mean, we talk about it all the time off camera. So let's talk about it to the viewers. Because I'm so big on the why we do what we do. Why do we invest in real estate? It's not because I think you want more jobs to manage. Talk a little bit about the why and what it means for you, to be able to have this time. And
Sure. So I think over time it's changed for me and evolved. When I started, I would have been 23,
Okay.
24. So at the time, I was kind of in an entry-level job, making a low salary,
Yep.
entry-level salary. And I started hearing about investing in real estate. My background's in biology, so it was a
So it
completely
just
new language.
relates?
Yeah, it's
Completely
a natural
relates?
transition.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So it's completely a new language. But I started hearing about this idea that you could buy rental properties, make sure they cash flow, and then start to supplement your income, and
Yeah.
then essentially not have to work.
Yeah.
So
I define that really quickly. Cash
yeah,
flow.
cash flow. So making sure that the rent coming in each month from tenants renting
Yeah.
your place
Yeah.
is covering the mortgage, all the expenses,
Yeah.
even repairs and maintenance and property management, everything. And then each month you're left over with a little bit,
Yeah.
hopefully a lot. And that is supplementing your income. So once you have enough of that, you don't have to work anymore.
Which is a great idea. If
Great
you can
idea.
have passive income.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think at the beginning I was really excited, and I thought I still love traveling, but I really loved traveling then too.
Yeah.
And I thought, holy cow, I can do this and then just go backpacking for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
That's not really my plan anymore.
Yeah.
I still love traveling, and I still love to travel with family and friends.
And talk about that a little bit. Where have you gone? I mean, it's not just. When you say traveling, it's not like you're sitting in California on the beach. I mean, we're doing some really cool things. What have you been doing?
I really love hiking.
Yeah.
So I climbed Kilimanjaro about a half a year ago.
Yeah.
That was really, really cool. That was probably the best trip that I've done.
Yeah.
And then I just got back from a trip with my mom.
I was just going to say, maybe not the best trip, because your mom's going to be watching the show.
Okay, you're right. Okay, so
Yes.
this one maybe was better.
Yeah.
Me and my mom went to Israel and Jordan
Yeah.
together,
Yeah.
and it was awesome. It was a really great trip. And I love real estate because it gives you the funds, but the flexibility as well to be able to go and do that.
And I mean, why I said, hey, Nikki, I'd love to work with you, because it's one of my passions. Some of your trips are even to go help out, right?
Yes.
Talk about that.
Yeah, so I've done some trips to Southeast Asia. I went to Nicaragua to help. It's always been with kids,
Yeah.
and it's been in like orphanages or in
Amazing.
schools teaching English, something like that.
And you can't do that with your entry-level job.
Right.
Not only because of the money, perhaps, or maybe
Yeah.
you could. Let me take that back. Maybe you could with the income, but you definitely couldn't have with time.
With 2 weeks vacation.
That's right.
Right, and
Yeah.
I think that was the scariest thing, especially for someone who loves traveling. But I mean, people want their free time. Like I think a lot of people are striving to have more time to spend doing what they love.
Yeah.
And so with 2 weeks, that's really not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so now you said it's changed a little bit?
It's changed a little bit. One
Okay.
of my major goals now is to acquire enough and really kind of crank it for this next little while before I have a family and have kids. So I don't have kids now,
Yep.
but one of my goals is to be in a position where when I do have kids, I can be passive, so I don't have to be cranking it, buying more rental properties,
Yep.
but have my maybe more passive investments in real estate, or have set up some cash flowing buy and hold rental properties,
Yep.
and then be able to spend time with
Yeah,
family
and to
kids.
each their own. I mean, if somebody loves the day job, I think that's fantastic. If somebody loves to travel, I think that's great. For us, Rav and Sinead and Samuel, who's 17, and Olivia, who's 15, we like to travel together and be able to do things and work in third world and so on and so forth. And so there's no right or wrong,
Right.
so long as you are doing what you want to be doing.
Exactly.
And it might take some time to get there. But I think that's where I feel sad when somebody wants to do something, but we don't even try because we feel like it's unattainable. And I think you're a great example of, hey, you can do it slow and steady. So let's talk a little bit about We'll pick apart one investment, but before we do that, talk briefly about the different. Well, I don't think we can talk about all 16, but talk about some of the different various investments that you have.
Sure. So when I started investing in student rentals.
Yeah.
And I think that was because when I started, I wasn't very confident in the idea that tenants my parents' age are going to take me seriously as a landlord.
Okay.
I was a little bit nervous getting into the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I started with student rentals. I did that for my first 2 deals. And then as I got my feet wet, I felt a little bit more confident to go into...
Which is funny because student rentals are actually, I don't want to say harder, but generally speaking, a little more
scary.
difficult than just buying the one, single family and renting it out to one person.
Right.
So that's interesting.
Yeah, that was a little scary.
Yeah.
So then I decided, no, that's too much of a headache. And some people build their whole portfolio on student rentals, which is great.
Great cash flow.
Great cash flow, yeah. So then I decided to do, okay, now I'll get into small multi-units. So that's what I've mostly focused on.
It's hilarious.
For...
So you went from students to multi-residential, 4 or 5 units, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
So I started with like a triplex. There was a bit of a renovation. The first student rentals, no renovation.
Yeah.
So I was scared, and I just wanted to see if this worked as a cash flow model.
Yeah.
Once that got comfortable, then I did some renovation, so buy, fix, rent, and refinance.
Yeah.
And then into fiveplex. So I've kind of stayed around there, fiveplex, fourplex, triplex.
And that's
few
on
of
the
those.
property side of things.
It's on the property side.
Yep.
Then I've also invested in vacant land.
Vacant land.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was in the States.
Yeah.
When the market crashed, it was
Yeah.
shortly after that.
Yeah. And so how does that work? I mean, you just pay a little bit on taxes yearly?
Yeah,
Okay.
just a little bit because
Okay.
they were cheap.
And the whole plan is for that land to increase in value.
Exactly.
Okay. Land banking, I guess they call that.
Right.
Okay.
And I don't really like that to be. I don't want that to be a big part of my portfolio.
Yeah.
I like the steady cash flowing rental property model more.
Yeah.
But so I like those as a small part of my portfolio, but they are totally dependent on the market.
Yep.
Yeah. Then I've done some of the mortgage lending,
Yeah.
and I've invested in land development, which you talk about on the show.
So mortgage
often.
lending, so explain that. So you're the bank.
Right.
So Rav needs $50,000. Nikki's going to lend it to Rav based on his, what you see, because there's got to be some sort of collateral to make it a safe investment.
Yeah.
And then I'm borrowing the $50,000 and I'm paying you anywhere from what?
The ones I've done a 15% one. I did a 19%
Stop
deal.
that.
That's
Stop it.
annualized, or annual.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're lending, to make numbers easy, you're lending out $100,000 and you're making $15,000 to $19,000 on that 100 per year.
Per year.
Wow.
And those are usually short-term deals.
Yeah.
Which
they're only year deals
they're
usually.
only 1 or
Okay.
2 year deals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
And-
fantastic.
Yeah, and then land development as well, which are longer-term deals, but
Yeah.
also have like really great returns.
You put the money into land with a bunch of people. The developer builds on it, and then you split some profits, and that just comes back to
Exactly.
you. Okay.
Exactly. And because you're developing something, there's big margin there.
Yeah.
Because you're producing something, you're manufacturing something.
Okay.
But those are longer term deals. So that's why I've mixed and done a little bit of all of these, because at different times, you might have a plan and you say, okay, well, I can get this money working, but I need it back in a year because I have another plan for that money.
Yeah.
So different
Fantastic.
strategies.
Okay, well, let's look at one of your properties when we come back here from the break. But Nikki, I've known you, and just hearing this, I'm yet again inspired. So you don't want to go anywhere. We're going to talk more to Nikki Edmonds about how we can make money investing in different strategies. The Everyday Investor continues in just a moment.
The Everyday Investor has been brought to you by ProFunds Mortgages, fixed returns, real security. The Real Estate Center Canada, for all your buying, selling, and investing needs. Exteriors, providing you with full-service exterior renovations.
Canadian Real Estate Wealth, Canada's leading authority on residential real estate investment, can help you grow your portfolio, build equity, and find the perfect market for your next investment property. Available both online and in print. Canadian Real Estate Wealth is written by investors for investors. Each issue brings proven, practical advice on all aspects of your investor's journey: property management, financing, alternative investing, and so much more. In 2018, when you think ROI, think CREW. Visit CanadianRealEstateMagazine.ca to subscribe today.
ProFunds Mortgages and its affiliate Valor Capital offers expert service and funding solutions for builders and developers, offering first and second mortgages with a combination of institutional and private lending. ProFunds Mortgages and Valor Capital offer a full-service construction and development package with in-house engineers, developers, builders, planners, and the best of financial analysts. With the many years of experience and credibility, ProFunds and Valor would love to be your added value financial partner. Visit us at profunds.ca.
Hey, it's Jeff and Mark from Exteriors. Exteriors provides you with full-service exterior renovations, including roofing, siding, aluminum, and eaves troughs. We treat every renovation as if it were our own, guaranteeing impeccable craftsmanship. Exteriors Renovations. Contact us for a free quote.
At High Peaks Custom Homes, we understand that your family is unique, and your home should be too. We are dedicated to understanding your vision and bringing it to life with great attention to detail and expert craftsmanship. Contact us at High Peaks Custom Homes to speak with our design team and start your new home.
For over 10 years, Strong-Based Interlock and Landscaping has providing professional services to homeowners across the Greater Toronto Area. We are dedicated to ensuring your landscaping resembles the beauty you have envisioned. Our team guarantees competitive prices and the highest level of customer satisfaction through our integrity and commitment to quality landscaping services. For a free estimate on your next project, call us at 416-800-1585 or visit our website at sbinterlock.com. Whatever your interlocking and landscaping needs, you can count on Strong Base.
Like people, businesses have their journey, their path, sometimes straight, but more often evolving, growing, and adapting. And like people, businesses' needs change, creating the need for knowledge in areas like accounting, consulting, and tax. Areas critical to your continued growth and success, all part of the journey, and all part of what we do together with you. So that when your business has arrived, it's ready to keep going. MNP. Wherever business takes you.
Hey, it's Vitali, Rav's door and window guy. Here are 4 quick tips when choosing doors and windows for your home. 1. Get 2 to 3 estimates from a reputable vendor. 2. Choose the right manufacturer. 3. Make sure you have a warranty. And 4. Get professional installation. To book a free estimate, contact us at torontodoorsandwindows.ca.
Hey, it's Rav. Welcome back to The Everyday Investor. We're talking to my good friend Nicole Edmonds on how we can make money investing in different real estate investment strategies. Nikki, it's great. 16 different or 16 investments. I guess that would be like 4 strategies, right? With properties, land development, mortgages, and land banking.
Yep.
Right? And so these are the different things that you're doing, and within them, you've got 16 investments. So that's very, very cool. Let's look at one. Let's look at one of your strategies. Which one are we going to look at?
So this one is a triplex.
A triplex?
Yeah, and
Okay.
I chose it. It does have a very low purchase price.
Okay, what is it?
It's $140,000.
What?
Yeah.
And so this is where? Kapuskasing, or where are we going
No,
with this?
this is Western Ontario.
Western Ontario.
Yeah, far west.
So how many hours, minutes outside of the core of Toronto?
I would say it's 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours,
Yeah,
okay.
west of Toronto.
2.5 hours west of Toronto.
Yep.
And how far is it from your home?
5 hours.
5 hours.
Yeah.
So this is very cool. So you are, obviously, you're a savvy real estate investor, and we don't have to invest in our own backyard. I know you live a few hours north of Toronto because you enjoy the lake and the countryside and all that kind of stuff. You live north of Toronto. We're doing this west of Toronto because the numbers just made sense there.
The numbers made sense.
Let's talk about those numbers. So let's just get it out.
Okay.
So that people, I know it'll sound unbelievable. You shared with me before. What is the ROI? What's the return on investment on this property?
Okay, so the ROI is 119%.
119%.
Yes.
So what that means is you put in $1.
Yep.
And you are making $1.19 on that dollar.
Correct.
Okay, and you're going to walk us through how that happened.
Yeah.
Okay, but the ROI is 119%.
Yes.
Your purchase price is $140,000.
Correct.
Okay, help me get to the 119%.
Okay, so the money that I put in
Yeah.
to get this property was the down payment and the closing costs.
Okay.
Okay, the down payment was $28,000.
28.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the closing costs were $4,000.
4,000. So you're in so far. You're in for $32,000.
Yes.
And so was there some overhaul here, some lipstick, a little bit, none, turnkey? You just move in, what?
There was a cosmetic reno done on this place.
Cosmetic.
Okay.
Okay. I just went through hair and makeup, not so much hair.
Yeah.
And so you're talking a little bit of lipstick, a little bit of, what else did she do?
Yeah, changing some flooring.
Okay, she did, a little eyeliner or something.
Yeah,
I don't know. I
got
forget
some
what she did.
blush,
Santa,
also,
she's a
yeah.
good girl. Okay, so just some slight cosmetics.
Yes.
Okay, so that cost how much?
$30,000.
$30,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not, and this was important.
But what's interesting is your down payment and your closing cost was $30,000,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
okay, cool.
Yeah, and so what's interesting about this is you can tell by the purchase price that this is probably not in a high-end area. It's not in a high-end area,
Yeah.
and it's important not to spend a ton of money making this a high-end rental in an area that doesn't have other high-end rentals. You
Yes.
don't want to now make your place the nicest place on the street because
Yeah.
you're going to be held down by the types of rents you're going to get.
Listen, my wife is my greatest teacher. My daughter is one of my greatest teachers. I was raised by my greatest hero, a single mom. I love the intellect, the wisdom of women. When it comes to real estate investing, I find, especially with women, we get very emotional about the investment.
Yeah.
You obviously are not getting emotional about this investment. You're investing 5 hours away from where you live because that's where the numbers make sense.
Right. And you're not going to live there.
Yeah.
You don't have to love it, and
Yeah.
you don't have to renovate into something that you're going to love and live in.
That's right.
Right?
And at the same time, we're still taking care of these tenants.
Absolutely.
You know, it's not like we don't care about them. It's just that's the demographics, if you will.
Exactly,
You know,
yeah.
of in the geographics, that's the demographic of what you're investing in. I think that made sense.
And it's still going to be safe and affordable,
Yeah.
but maybe you're going to put in laminate instead of hardwood floor.
Yeah,
Right.
I get it. So we're in for $62,000.
Yes,
That's what you're in for.
that's what you're in for.
Okay, so now how do we make money?
Okay, so we're making money. So we did that renovation.
Yeah.
And there was active appreciation on
Okay.
the property.
Because you did that, now the property is not worth $140,000.
Correct.
Okay, so what's our increase?
So the property was reappraised at $225,000.
Oh my good night. Wow. Okay.
Big lift in price.
Okay, so what am I writing down here?
So,
On the forced appreciation.
So the active appreciation then
Yeah.
would have been what was between the new appraised value
Yeah.
and then the initial purchase price
Yeah.
and our renovation cost. So that extra profit there from the
Yeah.
active appreciation was
Yeah.
$55,000.
55,000.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Okay.
And then,
So then after the renovation, we tenanted it and now it cash flows.
okay,
Cash flow per year
Yeah.
is $8,300 a year.
83, so about $700 a month.
Yeah.
So 8,300 for cash flow. Okay.
Okay. And then after doing that refinance, right, after it was reappraised at the higher amount,
Yeah.
our mortgage pay down each
Yeah.
year, so the
Yeah.
principal on the mortgage that we're going to pay down is $3,650.
That's how much we're paying down. That's how much we're putting under the mattress every year because somebody else is paying my mortgage off for me.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's coming out of the rent that's coming in.
Yep.
It's paying off this.
Yep.
Then passive appreciation.
It just naturally is going to go up in value.
Right.
And then we take the number you're going to give me, that's off the new.
Correct.
The 225 or whatever it was worth?
The 225.
And
yeah.
what percent did you use?
I used 3%.
3%, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, that's especially when it's, a couple hours away from Toronto. I'm sure
Exactly.
it's gone up much more, but I appreciate your conservative number. So 3% on the 200 and change is?
6,750.
So these are the 4 ways you're making money on this property. What does that all add up to?
It adds up to 73,700.
73,700. And so, of course, we know if you've been watching the show, we take our profit, we divide it by the investment amount. And if you take the 73,700, you divide it by the 62,000 that Nikki has invested, that's what spits out our 120%, if you will, 119%. And then obviously there's the 55K, that's the forced appreciation.
Right.
Next year, if we were to take that out, this still would be a significant, I'm assuming, 20, 30, 40% annualized return.
Yeah.
Or do you actually have that?
I don't have it.
Yeah.
I believe it's 40%.
40%, yeah, that makes sense. So that's fantastic. And that's just one of the 16 investments.
Yes.
And so, like I say, year 2, if you're making 40% on our money, on one of our 16 investments,
Yeah.
I'm sure you don't touch things. Oh, well, let me ask you, when the very first question I ask the viewers to ask themselves is, what is the ROI? So when you come across a deal and you figure out the ROI, what's kind of the benchmark for you? If you can't get more than?
Because my goal is to supplement my income with cash flow,
Yeah.
I'm looking at that cash flow return.
Portion.
Right. So so cash on cash return is what you'd call that. So that's just the cash flow coming in
Yeah.
divided by the initial
amount that you're in
investment.
for, yeah.
So I'm usually looking at like a minimum of 6%.
6%.
6% minimum,
Yeah.
but most of these are higher. It's better if it's higher,
Yeah.
but minimum 6%.
Okay, and that's just on the cash flow.
That's just the cash
Yeah,
flow.
okay.
And then I look at the opportunity to increase the value from a renovation as
Yeah.
kind of a bonus of getting into
And
that
that's
property.
really the secret, right? I mean, a lot of people, they would love their turnkey properties, and that's fine. Turnkey meaning you buy it and it's ready to rent out. But when you can buy the one that nobody wants, and you can see past and have vision, that, hey, if I just, change the floors, or if I change the doorknobs, or all the good things that our good friend Scott McGilvery would teach us, to get, maximum, but it doesn't cost a lot. When you do that, it doesn't cost a lot, but it brings up the value of that property.
Right.
And now you can refinance, there's lots of different things you can do.
Yeah, and when you refinance, you can essentially get out the money that you put in
Yeah.
and now move on to the next property.
Yeah.
And then that one just stays.
Well, I
and
was going to
continues
ask you, I
cash
mean,
flow.
16 properties, I mean, this is not all out of very wise but young Nikki's pocket.
No.
You're refinancing, but you're also partnering with people, right? We call that joint ventures.
Yes.
Rav doesn't want to do that. I can give Nikki some money, you invest it in your projects, and then we'll come up with a, what is it normally? Is it a 50-50 split? Or
I
how
usually do
how
a
does the
50.
joint venture work with you?
Yeah, I usually do a 50-50 split.
Yeah.
The way I do it is I am the working partner completely.
Yep.
So I'm going to find the deal, I'm going to run the numbers, I'm going to do all the research
Yep.
associated with it. Then I'm going to come to Rav
Yep.
and say, okay, this is the deal, this is the projected return. Do you want to put the down payment and the closing costs? You be the money partner.
So I will put the 62,000 in.
Yeah.
In this particular case.
Right.
I'll put the 62,000. We have almost, I say 119. We have 120% return.
Yes.
So I'm enjoying 60% return on investment.
Yep.
And then year 2, we said 40%. And
Right.
so I'm going to enjoy now 20%, and you're going to enjoy 20%. I'm the money person, you're the working person.
Yes.
And then we can talk about later refinancing, I get my money back even, but still enjoy these returns.
Yes, exactly.
That's amazing.
It's-
I mean, listen, I do this, I do a lot of land development. I put money in with a bunch of other people, and the developer does it, and we split the profits 50-50 pretty much. That's a joint venture.
Yeah.
The biggest company in the world, Apple, they have several partners. I mean, you have to do everything in partnership. Not one person can be able to do it. And it's not even wise, and it's not even fun, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's cool. So that's how you were able to do 16 properties. And so what about the management of this? Because I know you do travel a lot. I mean, do you have people, that manage this for you? Do you do some on your own? Yeah, how does that work?
Yeah, majority I manage myself.
Yeah.
Because it's with technology these days, people can text or email me when there's an issue. I don't go and fix the problem, but I'll have a handyman or a plumber in the area
Yeah.
who will call when there's a problem. They go fix it,
Yeah.
and so I can do a lot of it remotely.
Yeah. You're managing the managers.
Yes, exactly.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nikki, listen, it's time flies when you're having fun. We're done the show here. Thanks for being on it, inspired by what you're doing, and thanks for helping with this show. I'm sure the viewers thank you as well.
Thanks
and I
so
thank
much.
you, because we wouldn't have a show unless you were watching. For more information, go to theeverydayinvestor.info. Remember, when it comes to money, you want to make sure that you are living simply, giving generously, always investing. Honey, I love you. I'll be home soon. Thanks for watching, everyone.